layer number 6, presentation layer. So the main role of the presentation layer is format translations if required, then encoding and decoding, encryption, decryption. Okay, so that is the main role of the presentation layer. Format translations. Because see, the whatever system I am using, so my system will have certain format. And if the format is not supported by the network format, then my presentation layer will convert my system format information into the network format. Then it is being forwarded. So after receiving, so my presentation layer will be receiving the information in terms of network format. So that format my system is unable to understand, or operating system present in my system is unable to understand that format. Then the presentation layer will convert again into my system format. So these format translations will be taken care by the presentation layer. And it is going to do the encoding, decoding, or encryption, decryption. Suppose whatever information I am sending, no third person should not able to see what it is. So I am maybe using some encryption algorithms. Then my presentation layer will be doing that encryption path, so that even somebody hacks, so is unable to see what I am sending or what I am receiving. So for that are encoding, decoding mechanisms. Okay, that will be the role. And along with this, so another function of the presentation layer is compression, decompression, compression and decompression. So whatever information I want to send, if my information should take less time, so maybe my presentation layer is going to compress that information before it is transmitting to reduce the duration, communication duration. Okay, so that is compression. And so to reduce the size of the information, so that communication time will be reduced. So for that I may be using the compression techniques. So the presentation layer will take care of that compression before sending. Then suppose I have received the information in the compressed version, so and it is decompressing the information. Okay, so presentation layer will take care of compression and decompression. While sending, compression; while receiving, decompression. So encoding while sending, encoding while receiving, decoding, or encryption while sending, encryption while receiving, decryption. So format translations. So my system format into the network format, and network format back to my system format. So likewise the role of the presentation layer. So that means whatever information I am sending, it is going to make in a presentable format for the network. Then whatever is being received, it is going to convert into the presentable format for my system. So that is why the name presentation layer is given to this. Okay, so the presentation layer, so what it does, whatever is coming from the application layer, that is from the layer 7. So presentation layer at the sender point will receive that, and it is going to add its own header. Now this header consisting of what protocols are involved in this, what type of encryption protocol is used, so that at this receiving side, so it is going to be decrypted using the similar protocol, or what type of encoding I am using, so the encoding method. Then here is going to decode accordingly. Okay, then what type of compression technique I am using, that information as H6, so that the receiver is going to decrypt it. Okay, so likewise, so whatever method, technology or techniques I am using, algorithms I am using, information of that for encoding, encryption and compression while sending. Same thing, the receiver will use similar decoding, similar decryption, similar decompression techniques. Then whatever reply is going to send, again he will be using the type of encoding, encryption and compression methods, and that header part will have that information. The moment I receive, I'll use the decoding, decryption and decompression. Okay, so that is the main role of presentation layer.